How did 13 British colonies on the eastern coast of North America become an independent nation? The American Revolution stands as one of the most consequential political transformations of the 18th century. It combined armed conflict with a fundamental argument about political representation, individual rights, and the legitimate foundations of government. Its outcome produced the United States of America and carried democratic and republican ideas far beyond American shores. Before the Revolution, the 13 colonies were part of the British Empire. They had developed their own local assemblies and traditions of self-government. Although they remained under British authority, many colonists had grown accustomed to managing local affairs through elected representatives. Following the French and Indian War, which ended in 1763, the British government sought to raise revenue from the colonies to help cover the costs of imperial defense. Parliament introduced a series of taxes and regulations, including the Stamp Act of 1765 and the Townshend Acts of 1767. Many colonists objected because they had no elected representatives in the British Parliament. Their opposition found its sharpest expression in the slogan, "No taxation without representation." This phrase carried a clear political principle. People should have a voice in the institutions that tax and govern them. Tensions intensified steadily. Colonists organized petitions, public meetings, boycotts, and political associations. These activities built a shared sense of purpose among communities that had previously identified mainly with their own individual colonies. One of the most dramatic episodes came in December 1773. In protest against British taxation policies, a group of colonists boarded ships in Boston Harbor and threw entire shipments of tea into the water. The British government responded with measures intended to reassert imperial authority. Colonists called these the Intolerable Acts. Representatives from 12 colonies gathered at the First Continental Congress in Philadelphia in 1774. The Congress coordinated colonial opposition, defended colonial rights, and encouraged cooperation among the colonies. Armed conflict began in April 1775 at Lexington and Concord in Massachusetts. These confrontations marked the opening of the Revolutionary War. The Second Continental Congress then took responsibility for the colonial war effort, established the Continental Army, and appointed George Washington as its commander. Washington's leadership held the army together through years of difficult campaigning and helped maintain political unity among the colonies. As the war continued, the goal shifted. The movement moved from seeking protection of colonial rights under British rule toward demanding full independence. On July 4, 1776, the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence. Primarily drafted by Thomas Jefferson, it announced that the 13 colonies were separating from the British Empire. It also set out a political philosophy that would carry well beyond the immediate conflict. The Declaration held that all people possess natural rights, including life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that governments draw their legitimate authority from the consent of the governed. Political authority, it argued, must rest on public consent rather than hereditary privilege. These ideas gave the colonial struggle a broader meaning, connecting it to questions of liberty, equality, and self-government that resonated far beyond America. Winning independence, however, required more than a declaration. The Continental Army faced one of the most powerful empires in the world. The struggle demanded military endurance, political cooperation, financial sacrifice, and foreign support. A turning point came in 1777 when American forces defeated a British army at the Battle of Saratoga. The victory showed that the American cause could succeed militarily. It also persuaded France to formally enter the war on the American side. French military assistance, financial support, weapons, troops, and naval power proved decisive to the outcome. Spain and the Dutch Republic added further pressure on Britain. In 1781, American and French forces surrounded the British Army at Yorktown, Virginia. The British surrender there brought the major military operations of the Revolution to a close. The war formally ended with the Treaty of Paris in 1783, through which Britain recognized American independence and acknowledged the new nation's territorial boundaries. Independence, though, immediately raised a new challenge. The former colonies had to build a government capable of preserving liberty, maintaining unity, and serving the public interest. The first national framework, the Articles of Confederation, established a limited central government that soon proved inadequate. American leaders convened the Constitutional Convention in 1787 and drafted the United States Constitution, creating a federal system built on representative government, separation of powers, checks and balances, and the rule of law. The American Revolution produced an independent republic from 13 colonies. It began as a dispute over taxation and representation and grew into a sustained argument for liberty, self-government, and government by consent. The principles it put into words, natural rights, representative government, constitutional authority, and the idea that legitimate power comes from the people, shaped American political institutions and fed into democratic movements around the world for generations to come.